Hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode of our podcast. This is Center-Ecd Enterprise TV. My name is Kenneth Enoruwa. The last time we talked about planning from nothing, and I hope you benefited from what I shared. You can find the link, just search through. You can find the link and then go back and study, listen and learn from how to start from nowhere and end up somewhere. How to start from nothing, end up having something. Okay, so today we will continue with that series. Now, the assumption here is that you now understand the importance of starting even with nothing. If you have understood that, the next thing that you need to understand is that remember the target is to get to a point where you not just stay contented, but you become fulfilled. Because there's a difference between being contented, as scripture teaches us. There's a difference between contentment and fulfillment. So they are both on the same scale anyway. Contentment at some point just makes you fulfilled, the level you've got to. Being fulfilled as well is like contentment to fulfillment, then fulfillment to contentment. So what we want is moving from contentment to fulfillment. Until you get to a point where you not get to fulfillment, then you not look back and say, now I'm contented. So it's like that. When you plan from nothing, eventually you find yourself in a position where I have lit you. You don't have something. But this is not the destination, it's still a process. So that's why you find people who tell you, I've got 2 million naira, but I really want 5 million naira. Or there's an investment I want to go into and need $10,000. I've saved up $10,000, but I've got $6,000. Or you see people who are net worth maybe $500 million, and they are looking to get in $1 billion. So when you speak from position of having something, it's different when you speak from the position of having nothing. I've been through these two stages and know exactly what they look like. And because I've been through them, I'm able to relate. And I can as well share my experiences with you. And so, it doesn't really matter where you're watching from. Whether you're watching from Europe, America, or you're watching from Africa or Nigeria, where I'm from, it's the same thing. So, scriptures tells us something very instrumental. You see, there are some scriptures as Christians or as believers or as someone who want to succeed. For the best resource or material for true success is the Bible. If you've not been able to build walls around yourself using scriptures, then you are still very much vulnerable. If you're watching me, I'm just making a very trustworthy recommendation. If you ask me what book should I recommend, I've been asked that question many times. Go back to the scripture, go back to the Bible, read it very well, apply. There's thousands, millions of principles in the Bible that talked about every aspect of life. As an expert in finance and investment and economic development, I have seen scriptures that have reshaping my thinking and my perspective of investment, in fact, life in general. One of those scriptures is a very popular one in Zechariah 4, I think around verse 10 or 11. It teaches us never to despise the days of humble beginning, little beginning. So for every big that you come across, there was small. For every mighty that you see today in our society, there was a time, a starting point. So if you're watching me, my assumption is that you have a strong passion to grow from nothing to something. Or you want to grow from something to your next level. If abundance is what you're looking at, it doesn't come by chance. I'm an advocate of that. Things don't happen by chance. When scripture says time and chance happen to them all, it didn't say chance alone. It did it You didn't separate time out of it. So how do you use your time? And your time is a free gift for you. In fact, your time is your life. So whatever you've got, how you use it is what makes chance work for you. You just like maximizing opportunities, preparing for opportunities. This is what I want you to achieve in this podcast. It is important to value the little that you have. I remember many years ago when I was taking my first major investment in properties, I had an opportunity to buy a plot of land. When that opportunity came, I almost didn't buy the property. One major reason was that the land was in the bush. Now, the truth about real estate or property investment is that every city you find today was once a bush, and every bush you have today will soon become a city. Because I understood the importance of starting little, I did not allow the fact that the bush was a limitation. So if I cannot have a property in Lekki, Lagos State, Nigeria, or I cannot have a property in London in the UK, so what stops me from having in a village far away in Africa, in Nigeria? And that land cost me then far less than 200,000 naira. So you see, as little as that money, where from, you can imagine if you look at around 2015, 2016, that was big money as well. I mean, something really not too big, but it was reasonable. What I really want you to emphasize on here is that today, that environment have all changed now. And that land is worth much more than that. Don't despise the days of humble beginnings. So for every success, for every step you take, celebrate yourself.